Hey, good evening. Good evening. Hey, Lexus. Hey, Janet. Quincy. Good evening. Hey, Erica. Thank you for joining us. Hey, Debbie Williams Walker. Hello. Good evening to you. Hey, Lorraine. Hello. Hey, Andrea. Thank you for joining us. Good evening. Ethel. Good evening. Debbie, I don't know what a hat is. Charzetta. Hello. Yes, Cynthia, thank you so much. I saw the package. I don't know what it is, but thank you. I appreciate that. Katina, good evening. Whoa, Princess is on. We just been waiting for Princess to join us for the past 3 months. Welcome, Princess. Hello, Pamela. Hey, Sister Barbara Kaufman. So we have one of the Kaufmans here. Joan, thank you for asking. She's doing better. Thank you so much. Gloria, hello. Thank you for joining us. Dee, hello. Joanne, good evening to you. And L. Griffin Kennedy, thank you for joining us. Antonio, hello. I'm glad to have you with us as well. C. Nicole, how you doing? I am doing good. Valerie, thank you for joining us. Perlette, hello. Good evening for thank you. Diana, good evening. Hey, Molly! It's a face painting day, and I think tomorrow is like the ultimate day in like crafts because it's like, you know, right in that time. Hey, Marie, good evening to you. John, good to see you, sir. Did you ever find the metal detector for the property pins? I was looking around. I haven't found it yet, but let me know if you need help. Hey, Garnett, thank you. Good to see you. Loto! I have to talk to you. I have to talk to you. I had the encounter. I have to tell you about it. Hey, Angel, good evening to you. Brenda, happy birthday to you. I am sorry I have not been able to get over there to see you, but you are indeed a jewel and a blessing to so many people. Happy birthday to Brenda. Thank you so much for being here tonight. Oh, and the Honorable Tina Day Broughton, the Honorable Councilwoman from District 5 in Pensacola, Florida, is with us. Uh, Honored to have you with us, ma'am. Glad to have you with us all the way from Pensacola, Florida. And Debbie, I'm glad that it makes your evening. Ruth, good to see you. Sherry, happy Easter to you too. And Carolyn, of course, she had a birthday. A happy birthday to you. Antoinette, hello. And Crystal Kaufman is on. So now we have both of the Kaufmans here. It is a family affair here on Friday Night Live. Lydia, good evening to you. Sean, hello. Thank you for joining us. Terry Mobley, my girl, good to see you. Thank you for joining us. Terry, you always down with me. I appreciate you for that. Felicia Roberts, thank you for joining us as well. Raynell, hello. Shakita, hello. Diana, hola, ¿cómo está? Good to see you. Thank you for joining us. And Paula is glad to be in the number one more time, and we are glad that you are in the number one more time. And Charlesetta, hello, good to see you. Hey, Patricia, I hope you got the boy home safely. And I'm sure he is, and I'm sure you are stuffing him to death. Cheryl, good to see you. Thank you. Be blessed. Steve, good to see you, brother. Thank you so much for your prayers and your well wishes. I really appreciate you for that. Juanita, thank you for joining us. And E. Joyce Paris is watching. Good evening as well. We appreciate you. And of course, St. James AME Church. I think it's 632 East Broad Street. Reverend Anthony Scott, my friend, is the pastor, so we're sending a shout out to St. James AME Church. Latanya, happy Friday and Good Friday. I'm going to talk a little bit about that. Pamela, good evening. Garnett, I don't know where my hat is. Matter of fact, y'all need to send Marissa, because I was supposed to have another hat by now. Marissa hasn't hooked me up. So Maggie, good to see you. Thank you so much as well. Sabrina, good to see you. Ivania, thank you for joining us. And yes, we will talk. Doris, again, same to you. We'll talk a little bit about that as well. Let's see, who else we got? We'll get started in a moment. Marsha, thank you for joining us. And Cassell Bell, Coach Bell, all the way from Jacksonville, Florida. Thank you for joining us as well. Kizzy, good evening to you. Thank you for joining us. Ethan, happy Easter. Karina, I had a great time with the little young lady today, and she even let me hold her for a minute. So you're very welcome. Hey, Nancy, thank you for joining us. Latasha, I am doing well. Hopefully, you're doing well as well. Um, Greetings, Sharon. Thank you for joining us. And Dennis is also in the scene tonight. I love you too, Brenda, as well. And Mom and Pop Lieberman in the house. Bruce Lieberman is in the house, so thank you so much. Always glad. And Marsha, I'm sure, is somewhere close by. Thank you for joining us as well. Dolores, have a good Easter. Thank you. Jeanette, hello. Crystal, good evening. Thank you for joining us. And Pernacia, I think I'm pronouncing it right. Good evening to you. Paige, hello. Thank you for joining us. Renee, hey Renee. Thank you for joining us. Hope you are doing well. Happy Easter to you and Yvette as well. And I'm going to go ahead and get started. Denise, thank you very much. And I'm glad that Cynthia turned off the date night. Again, as we'll get started, we're a little over near 150. We'll get started. But anyway, if it's Friday in Savannah, if it's Friday in Savannah during a pandemic, if it's Friday during Savannah during a pandemic, and you have no place that you have to be, Latrina, thank you for joining. If it's Friday in Savannah during the pandemic, hey Beverly, and you have no place that you have to be, and you're keeping the faith, and you're following the signs, and that means you are home with me. It is date night, Friday Night Live here in Savannah, Georgia. Again, thank you all so much for joining us. Thank you for taking the time. Good to see Angie from the DMV all the way on here tonight. Thank you. It's good to be home again. And I just want to appreciate you. I first want to apologize for running a little bit late. It was not my fault. Hey, Paige, it was not my fault. So if you're in downtown Savannah and you happen to see 5 very, very attractive women, hey, LaMonica, and they're out there singing Dougie Fresh, that's why I was late. Bunny, good to see you. Thank you for joining us. Basically, I was minding my own business, and they just like they were enjoying me, and I was kind of enjoying them. And I said, I got to go to my date night. I can't cheat on date night, so I said, psh. And then they wanted to go and bust out Dougie Fresh. Now, those of you who are the old heads that understand what Dougie Fresh is, I mean, you know how that goes. So I had to go ahead and drop my knowledge with Dougie Fresh. So if you see them in downtown Savannah, again, you'll know them very accomplished, very beautiful, very talented, very smart, having a very, very good time. Most are vaccinated, a couple are not. All should have on masks. Please do your best to just stay out of the way. Don't approach them. Approach them with caution. Be very, very careful. We want you to make sure you do that. So make sure you do that, okay? All right, so y'all understand. Kwani understands. Elder Flossie, good to see you as well. And so that's why I'm running late. That's first thing. Second thing, I want to thank you. Thank you all so much. Last week was a little rough week again. Last week I was, people were like, well, why are you talking so soft? Well, I was in the hospital with my mother. It was her birthday, and she was in the hospital. And Rose, thank you for joining us, and Penny, but she was in the hospital, and it was my mom, and I was going to be with my mom for her birthday. And Mount Sinai was not going to keep me out of the hospital even after visiting hours from seeing my mama. I mean, it just wasn't going to go down like that. So I was able to get in the hospital and spend some time after those hours. My flight got in later, and for those of you who are familiar with New York, Mount Sinai, this one's all the way up in Harlem, and pretty much Harlem, and I was all the way at Kennedy Airport. But so because it was date night, I said, well, I'll just push it back. I won't do it. Mama was like, no, go ahead and do it. So I went ahead and I did it. And you all were such a blessing to her. I forgot, somebody asked about Cash App. I didn't even know my mother had Cash App. And then you all just blessed her so much. She was absolutely shocked. And I was absolutely floored by what you all had done for her. And so she told me to to make sure to thank you all for your kindness and care, and I just wanted to tell you how much it meant to me that you all were just so kind to her. I mean, you didn't have to do it, and yet you did, and so it meant so much to me. It meant so much to her, and she went home on Saturday, and so we have a little ways to go, but thank God she's still here and she's feeling better, and so again, I just thank you all really so much for just being you, so keep her in your prayers, and I'm sure she will do the same for you. So that's the first thing I wanted to talk about today. A lot of things to talk about. It's Good Friday, and I'll talk a little bit about that in a little bit. But then locally, some things going on. The end of the General Assembly. The General Assembly is done for this year, and a lot of stuff going on that we're not feeling. I mean, I'm still not feeling this election law. To me, Georgia has, and again, the thoughts expressed here are my thoughts, and my thoughts only do not reflect the city of Savannah, but it reflects me. And again, at a time when we're trying to create opportunities for people to vote, we're taking away from people opportunities to vote. And so, I mean, people sitting here talking about the whole water thing. I mean, yeah, there are ways you could deal with the water thing. I mean, that's not the issue. The issue wasn't about the water. The issue was not even about the ID. I mean, there's nothing wrong with ID. The issue was, it was one of the lower clauses that if the state felt that a local election board, 159 of them in Georgia, felt there was an election board that was underperforming, then the state could take over that local election board. So let's just say, for example, Chatham County doesn't yield the results. They feel that it's underperforming, and yet, really didn't say what underperforming meant. That essentially, that the state could overtake the local election board and say, we'll certify the results for you. That's the problem I have. To me, it's draconian. To me, it's backwards. To me, that's the kind of stuff that we're talking about. And so, I mean, you know me. I mean, I call it as I see it. And so, as far as I was concerned, there are major corporations that are based in Georgia. Coca-Cola is one of them. Delta's another one. Home Depot's another one. Chick-fil-A is another one that do considerable business with Georgia. They contribute considerably to campaigns of people in the Georgia House. And to me, many of them were complicitly silent while this was going on. We're finding out now that from the governor that he talked with some of these business leaders before this went down. Now everybody is saying, oh, well, no, this is wrong, this is wrong. I mean, all I said was I wasn't going to drink Coca-Cola or Coca-Cola products until they get this right. And I'm not. And so I started looking around, and I started, I recognize there's I realize that there is some discussion that needs to be had about it. But on the other end of it, I think that, whereas politicians may not listen necessarily to people, they certainly listen to money. And so for me, that was the kind of stuff. So I was like, okay, Van, tell me the stuff that you're not going to be drinking for a while. Because again, I have the power of my dollar, where I spend my dollar and how I spend my dollar. Again, I didn't call for the city of Savannah to do a boycott. I'm not calling for them to do that. I'm just saying where I was going to spend my money. Now, I know I don't have a whole bunch of money, but I knew I wasn't buying Coke. I know I wasn't buying Sprite, which is a Coke product. I wasn't buying Fanta, which I love, which is a Coke product. I know I wasn't buying Dasani water, which is a Coke product, or Smart Water, which was a Coke product, or Minute Maid, which is a Coke product, or Innocent, which is a Coke product, or Simply Juice and Drinks, which is a Coke product, or Georgia Coffee, which is a Coke product, or Costa Coffee, which is a Coke product, or Fuse Tea, which is a Coke product, or Honest Tea, which is a Coke product, or Fairlife, which was a Coke product, Powerade, which was a Coke product, or Schweppes, which is a Coke product, or Vitamin Water, which is a Coke product, or Gold Peak Tea, which is a Coke product, And so, Fresca is a Coke product. Barges root beer, which I love, Coke product, or Peace Tea. I was not buying them. I'm not. And so, for me, for me, for me, for me, you know, and so, you know, maybe I need to try Pepsi for a change. And now you hear people, I'm a Sky Miles member. But Delta. I mean, I fly Delta. That's what I fly in. So I have these Sky Miles, and I have all of these points, and I have status with them. And now people are starting to fly again. And so you know, well, Southwest in Savannah now, and JetBlue goes where I need to go. So maybe I need to check them out for a while. Maybe I need to build up my status for them. I'm just saying. That maybe Home Depot may not be the place for me to go, but I can go to Lowe's right next door. I'm just saying that to me, that there has to be some social responsibility. It is more than them just saying we're socially responsible. We do a statement saying we're socially responsible. It has to be what they back up and what they back up their statements. Do what they say, is that congruent with what they do? So that's kind of where I am. And so again, these are just the things that I'm thinking about. Home Depot is one of them too, Erica. Shauna, good evening. Good to see you. So that was where my issue was regarding that. So all of a sudden now you see Major League Baseball saying they're going to pull out, maybe pull out of Atlanta and other places, talking about doing other things. Again, when you pass those types of laws, there are those types of consequences. And so, although I don't want Georgia to suffer, ultimately they will have to, consider, doing some things, because again, they're all up there together. So the Braves are saying something now, and the Falcons are saying anything now. I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, Falcons weren't winning anyway, so I'm just saying. So that's kind of where I am on it. And again, you have the power of where you spend your money. You do. And so I'm not going to have someone not necessarily following, where we are. Let me see. If you going, you telling me to try, Cheryl, you telling me to try Kombucha Town. All right, bring me some Kombucha Town, and I'll try it. But anyway, so I don't want Georgia to be. I mean, I think a boycott of Georgia hurts Georgia, but on the other end of it, taking voting opportunities away from people also hurts Georgia. So that's where I am on it, and I wanted to explain it to you all. So the second thing I wanted to talk about was now we are in. Well, the governor is rolling back some of the COVID restrictions. I think that was pretty expected. I think we're going to be all right here in Savannah. We're going to continue our mask mandate. We're going to continue to wear masks here in Savannah. I mean, we don't need to rush this thing. I mean, we're so close, and yet, I mean, Savannah is packed, packed. I'm going out tonight. I'm going out to look around and see who don't want to wear masks so we can give them some tickets. But I mean, the point of the matter is this: is that I want to make sure that we're okay, and so we're probably not going to be issuing liquor licenses or liquor permits for people to have events. And although we open up our recreational centers and our sporting fields and things, we're probably not going to have large events here because we're not over this. I mean, I need you all to understand. Hey, Ann, thank you for joining us. I need all of us to understand we are not through this. Hey, Joanna, we're not through this yet. We're not over this yet. And there's still, I mean, we have to get people out. We have to get people vaccinated. Now, we've been out to the Gulfstream site. I had Senator. Hey, is that Judge Tammy Stokes? Well, we have Your Honor here, Judge Stokes. Thank you so much for joining us, and good to see you today. Thank you. Um, but people. Hey, Latasha, good to see you. Looking forward to the event tomorrow. But anyway, um, you know, we're going to make sure that people do the right thing. Um, you know, we had the site out there. I had Senator Warnock and Senator Ossoff were both in town on Tuesday. Hey, Whitney, thank you. And they toured the site out there. Ross, um, Ross, we have our Ola, but if you have any contact people for us to get in contact with the Hispanic community, we'll do it. Okay? Let me know. We'll do it. But we have now opened up the Savannah Civic Center on Wednesdays and Thursdays, I believe from 9 to 4. And, you just want to walk in. Just walk on in. Julia, happy Friday. So from 9 to 4, you can come in. Hey, Tiffany, and you can be vaccinated. 2 shots. Over this week also, we bust in people from our homeless population, and they got the Johnson & Johnson shot. And again, I really want to thank Gulfstream. I want to thank Hospice Savannah, which is administering that clinic for us. We want to thank Savannah Tech. Their nursing students are administering the shots. And of course, we would definitely want to thank the city of Savannah. Again, we want to be a part of the solution. We want to help. And so if you can't get out to Gulfstream, we know it's pretty far from the downtown core. Then the Savannah Civic Center on Wednesdays and Thursdays is the place that you can go. Happy Easter, Idell and Lanice. Thank you for joining us. So let's make sure. Now, I'm talking to you, and I'm talking to you because I care about you. Okay? We've been in this vaccine mode now for going over 4 months. All right, Ross, send me a message. And again, if you want to, I can connect you to our Hispanic team, OLA, which is Hispanic Outreach, Leadership, and Advocacy. And let's do something to get people in there. Okay. Tabitha, did I say Pure Leaf Tea? I think Tabitha, since you took me back there, I say Go Peak. Go Peak Tea. Go Peak Tea is a Pepsi product. Fuse Tea is also a Coke product. But anyway, hey, good to see you, Beverly. Thank you. Hello, Lynn. Thank you for joining us. Happy Friday, Janet and Joya. Thank you from the Turner family. So, I'm talking to you because I care about you. I'm talking to you because I need you to be okay. All right. We've been vaccinating now since December. Sheila, I'm glad you and your husband are okay. We've been vaccinated since December. Y'all been sitting around waiting for people to drop dead. Nobody's dropped dead. You've been waiting for people to have these adverse reactions, and they have not. Go ahead and get vaccinated. That's the only way we're going to get through this. You've had these excuses. You waited to see. What are you waiting to see now? You are the reason that we're not getting to where we need to be. And y'all know I do not like shots. But hey, Kirk, thanks for joining us. I don't like shots. I don't. Y'all know I hate shots. But I hate COVID more. And I don't want to have COVID. So let's be honest, okay? Let's be honest. If you're on here and you have not had your shot, I want you to tell me you have not had your shot. Let's be honest. And, we don't judge you. Hey, Deborah, thank you. If you have not had it, hey, thank you, Paula. Catalina, thank you for joining us. So if you had not had your shot, go ahead and tell us. We're a family, and we want to encourage you. Okay? All these people on here, this is a shot to be able to move on. Carolyn got her second vaccine, and she's still around. She looks fine. The nieces is on April the 8th. Mine is on this Friday. Hey, Joseph, I need you to get the vaccine, okay? Can we do that this week, brother? Come on. We need you to be okay, Joseph. You're part of our family, Angel, we need you to be okay, Angel. Come on, Angel. We need you to get your shot. Okay? I mean, we're okay. Believe me, Van loves Van. And if Van thought he was going to be hurt, Van was not going to do it. Condoleezza, you have an appointment. Let's go ahead and get that shot, okay? All right. And Bunny got her Johnson & Johnson, and she had COVID. So we're good with that. Juanita is doing well. Terry gets her second one. Joe Marinelli is on here, and he's all good. And Joe will tell you, I mean, people are all in Savannah now. I mean, Savannah is packed. But we have to get people right. Okay, so Joseph, you get a Johnson & Johnson? Good. All right, good. Oh, wow. Wow, I see Kay Williams is on as well, and she's speaking to everybody, and hashtag Burgess and McLeod. All right. And so Crystal got both of hers. Sherelle, sweetie, I know you're scared of the side effects, but Sherelle, I'm afraid of you getting COVID. So Sherelle, I want you to promise me and all your family, this is your intervention. We need you to get the shot. I want you to get it this week. All right? And if you need me to help you get it, then let's go ahead and get you your shot, Sherelle, okay? All right, we need you to do that. Let's see. Angel says you're allergic to something. Okay, if your doctor told you, then, I mean, that's what your doctor told you. But don't wait forever. Shakita, I need you to get the shot, sweetie. Come on now. This week, I want you to get the shot. I want 100% of Friday Night Live to have their shots. Diana, come on, Diana, you know we love you, Diana. We don't have to disagree. You just go and get your shot, and then we'll agree. Come on, Diana. Who's going to take care of you, Diana? Come on. We want to see you when we open up and we finally do our Friday Night Live for real. We want you to be there, Diana. Come on. Let's see. And see, Marjorie got the J&J. All right. See, Joseph says his mother got it and she's fine, and Perlette got hers. Valerie got the Pfizer. Brenda got hers. See, Michelle got both of hers. Janet is done. All right, and Barbara got her first Pfizer, minimal side effects. See, so come on. Sandra's 84-year-old mother got J&J. Paige, I need you to get the shot, Paige. Don't make me come over there and get you, okay? Paige, get the shot. Those grandchildren need you. Get the shot. All right? So we need your help to be able to do that. Matthew got his first one done, and Joanne got hers, and Donna got hers. No reaction. Listen to what people are saying. Karen got hers done. Renee, you want me to come hold your hand, sweetie? I'll come hold your hand. Renee, I need you to get the shot. Renee, this week I want you to get the shot. Next week I'm going to ask you about the shot. My mama got both her shots and she is fine. Sheila, the mama is fine. And see, wow, you're doing the transplant recipient. See, Deborah, I need you to get the shot. All right. Deborah Carter Davis, I need you to get the shots. Okay, and Renee, if both of your parents got their shots, then why you don't have your shot? Renee, you know better than that. I need you to get your shot. We're gonna do that this week. Katina, I want to make sure your mama gets the shot, Katina. I mean, if you want to get the shot, it's all right. Make sure your mama gets the shot. Yeah, see, everybody says Renee is precious. See, Paige, you gonna make the call now? Paige, don't lie to me now. This is Good Friday. This is Good Friday. You don't lie on Good Friday, okay? Elder Flossie got the shot as well. You're gonna wait on the pill scare of shots. Renee, what vaccine you know is in a pill? I'm scared of shots too, but why don't we do? When I get my second shot, why don't you get your first? Can we do that? We'll set it up, all right? We need Savannah to be safe. We need you 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 to be all right, okay? So there's not going to be no pill form. See, Rachel. See, Rachel's an RN. She had the Pfizer shot. She was fine, no different from a flu shot. I mean, the fact is, we need people to be okay. I mean, look at these people. Look at these people, Renee. Look at these people, Paige. Look at all these people on here um, who are doing fine. They're fine. They're fine. And then, of course, Dawn Baker is fine. Dawn Baker had the first one before anybody had it, and she is still doing fine, looking great and doing right. Okay, so again, I hate the shot, but I hate COVID. So, right? So we'll talk about that. Renee, it has been out. Renee's been out since December. Millions of people have gotten the shot, Renee. Come on, Renee. Let that go, Renee. We're not letting you go on that. Renee, don't make me Renee. Renee, don't make me have to come send the police after you. Because I will. And we'll come and we'll take you and let you get your shot. We need you to do that. All right? Can someone from Denise, can someone from Bryan County get the shot from Johnson Johnson and Savannah? Yes. 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 Sheila didn't feel a thing. Michelle, all her family, including her grandson, Michelle, her grandson got it. No reactions. All right? So come on. We want you to do that. So that's the deal with that. And again, I want to be okay. And the fact is, you don't know who you're dealing with. So go ahead and get the shot. For those of you who were too scared to say anything, go ahead, take the shot. Next week we want you to be on that. 95% of all Americans will be vaccinated by the end of July if we do our part. If herd immunity is 70-80%, and we're nowhere near that. Renee, we love you, Renee. I mean, you can cry all you want to, Renee. You need to get that shot. Renee, do the right thing. We want you to be all right, Renee. Okay? We'll come. We'll be with you, Renee. Come on. I want you to get the shot. And yeah, so they loving on you. I'm gonna love on you too. I'm gonna love on you too, Renee. I want you to get the shot. I want you to get the shot, Renee. So I'm gonna go ahead and put a hug on you. And everybody, you see where Renee is? We're crying. Y'all go ahead and y'all like that and give her a hug and all of that as well. All right. So we need you to do that. Rebecca, I believe they're doing the Pfizer at the mega site. All right. See, Denise says she'll go with you. Renee, I said I'll go with you. Come on, we got you, Renee. Come on, we gotta do our part. So I got that out the way. So I wanted to talk about that, and those are the major things I think that was on my mind. Wanted to talk a little bit about the significance of today and the significance of this week and all that's going on. Eve, it's all right to be a little afraid. It's okay. We're all here with you. We'll hold your hand. We'll stick with you. That's how it is. We got you. Okay. We need you. We need you to be okay. All right. So let me deal with that. So of course this is also Passover. This is a high major Jewish holiday that marks the exodus of the children of Israel from Egyptian slavery. It was their moving out party, so to speak, when they left years of slavery under Egyptian rule. And essentially, during the last of the 10 plagues, God said that he would pass over the Israelites' homes if there was blood on the door, so to speak, and that the Spirit passed over and they were spared. So they're commemorating what that is and what that's all about. So we definitely want to say Happy Passover to all of our Jewish friends out there, and we have some of our Jewish friends out there, happy Passover to you, um, and may you have a happy feast. So thank you so much for all of that. It's probably me, Debbie. My voice is low because I'm tired. I'm not speaking so loud. So, um, that's one of them. Um, and then of course today is also was considered Good Friday, and I was talking about Good Friday and what the significance was it is to Christians, and I wanted to talk a little bit about that in a moment. So, and any questions, anything I can answer, and then I'll kind of talk about Good Friday, and we'll call it a night again. Um, I'm sorry that I was running late. It's because of these people um, that I was around, and they tried to keep me away from you, and I would not be taken away from you. Ain't no mountain high enough, ain't no valley low enough, ain't no river wide enough to keep me from you. We've been doing this for the last 53 weeks, 52 weeks, no, 54 weeks. We have been getting together. Tawana, thank you so much as well. I believe J&J's are in very limited supply. I know hospice is not doing that, not doing it at the Civic Center. So that's the issue. But anyway, that's why we were out there hanging out. So you can go to the health department vaccine. My Vaccine Georgia is another website you can do that. Um, there's so many ways you can go there without an appointment, although they really ask for you to have appointments. Hey, Miss Barbara, my mom is doing much better. She's home. She's resting. And so thank you very much. Tawana, you wait on herd immunity. Well, we can't get to herd immunity. If everybody waits like Tawana with herd immunity, we won't get to herd immunity. I need you. Come on, Tawana. Wait on herd immunity. Herd immunity is population based. Herd immunity also means that if the herd becomes immune, some people get sick. Tawana, I don't want you to be sick. Okay? I need you to be with us, Tawana. We have Denise all the way in from Cleveland. Thank you for joining us as well. Glad to have you, and hello to you. So, love my mask on the wall. Yeah, okay. Thank you. I appreciate that. Um, um, I got thrown off by what I was going to say. Nonetheless, no, thank you, and I appreciate Diana. Thank you for your kind wishes for my mom. Again, she was just overjoyed by your kindness. Again, we also want you to do two things for us. We want you to like this page. Remember, Mayor Van Johnson, we want you to go to the page and like it. We want you to like it. Because then that way when we go live, you will be notified. So go and like the page. And then secondly, we want you to share this video, so the information can get out. Sometimes we're talking about stuff that's really important, and we want to get that word out to everybody. Oh, on Monday, we will have, hey Joya, thank you. On Monday, we will be talking about juveniles in the law. So on Monday, Motivational Monday, at 7 p.m., we will have Motivational Mondays. We're looking forward to having all of you here with us. Again, we want you to like the page, and we want you to share this video, because on Monday at 7 p.m., there is a lot that you need to know, about juveniles in the law. And our situation is really a little more dire than I think people really recognize. And again, I'm just going to go there. Hey, Miss Carmelita Maynard, good to see you. Thank you for joining us. What I think about pens that say vaccinated? Would I like one? Yeah, I would. Now, I think I might. Somebody might have sent me one, but if it is, I'll wear it. All right. Marsh had a great time about Good Friday, and that is true. And so it was good to see you on as well, Miss Marsha. So Um, so Good Friday um, is probably one of the most significant days in the Christian calendar. Um, you know, it's Friday, and we went through the week, and I do these things called Holy Week reflections, and I kind of just look at them and just kind of every year, as you see, I get a different revelation. And so this was a long night of being beat and mocked, and Jesus was taken before the Roman governor, where ultimately the crowd decided who would be freed, um, Jesus or an insurrectionist named Barabbas, and the crowd said to let Barabbas go free. And Jesus was made to carry his cross on his back to his execution, and there he was in the heat for 6 hours, beaten beyond recognition, where ultimately he died. And so I think the message there is that I think most people would say that in a normal situation or a normal life, that Good Friday could not have been a good day. There is no way that you could say that it was a good day. I mean, you had all of the trappings of a bad day. You had betrayal by Judas. You had aggravated assault by these guards. You had a kangaroo court. You had political indifference from Pilate, who said, "I'm washing my hands of it." Um, you had humiliation. Um, you had a day where the day went dark and the sun refused to shine, as the old folks said. Um, and it ended in the death of an innocent man um, before his mother. And so there's nothing that could be considered good about the day that we call Good Friday. I mean, it's not. But this year, and most years, um, the good in Good Friday was not what happened on Friday, but it was what. And so, to me, that is an amazing word of encouragement um, for for many of you who are going through, many of you who are having a really, really hard time. I mean, people have dogged you out. People have really treated you wrong. Um, you know, people had thought that they had killed you off. People thought that they had, um, destroyed you. People thought that they had destroyed your reputation, that they killed your relationships, that they killed your finances, that they killed your employment opportunities, they killed your self-esteem. They thought that they killed your character. They thought they killed your family. They thought they killed your happiness. They killed your shine. They thought they had broken you down. They thought that they had buried you in the ground. But what they didn't recognize was two things. And for them, it might have been a good day. But the thing is that, one, they didn't bury you deep enough. They didn't bury you deep enough. And the second thing is that when they buried you, they buried a seed. And seeds grow. So people got to be careful about what they bury, because seeds grow. And so, although you might have bad days, and again, we are facing some very bad and some very challenging and some very hard days. And I know many of you are going through those things. And again, you don't tell us all your business, but I know some of you are having these bad days. But the good in Good Friday was not for Friday, it was for what was going to come because of Friday. What was going to come because of the bad that happened on Friday. Because if you didn't have the test on Friday, you wouldn't have the testimony on Sunday. And I'm just saying, for many of you, you're going through hell right now. You're going through a hard time. You're going through difficulty. You're going through strife. You're crying. You're not sleeping. Your relationship is screwed up. Your money is not going right. I mean, things don't seem to be going well. It's not a good Friday for you. But it's not a good Friday because it's not a good Friday for you, but it is a good Friday for you, not because of the day it is, but because of the days to come. They didn't bury you deep enough. They buried a seed. And seeds grow. And seeds grow into something that is better than the seed that it came from. I want you to remember that. When you're going through these difficult times, when you're going through these hard times, remember, they didn't bury you deep enough. Because we know that that's not how the story ends. We know. They didn't know it at the time because they thought, oh, that was all over with. But we know Sunday's coming. And I'm saying to you in your life, in your situation, in your finances, in your relationships, in your employment, in your circle, it might seem like a bad today, but I'm telling you, your better is coming. And it's a good day because of what you will become, because they didn't bury you deep enough. And what they buried was really a seed. And seeds grow. You're going to be okay. We all got your back. All couple of hundred in here. We're here with you. We're here caring for you, praying for you, supporting you, hopefully making you smile. Because we're going to get through this, and we're going to get through this finish line of COVID together. Together. We walk across this finish line together. And we're not going to leave anybody behind, which is why we need you to get those shots. Because we don't want to leave you behind. We want to get through this. We want to get past this. Many people have lost a whole lot. Some things that can't be recovered. We don't want to lose anymore. And we need you to be okay. All right? So, be strong. Keep your head up. Stay encouraged that although it might be a bad day for you today, your better day, your resurrection day, your growth day, your day of redemption is right along the way. And if you give up now, if you give up here, you can't get there. And we need you to get there. Because after your bad day, there might come a day in which you don't hear anything. And just because you don't hear anything or you don't see anything, good to see you, Dr. Webb, it does not mean that things are not moving or working on your behalf. So just because you had this really bad time, you had this really bad season, this very challenging time in your life, and then there's time when you hear nothing, it does not mean that nothing is not happening. I submit to you something is moving and happening on the inside. Beyond your frame of reference, beyond your view, beyond your hearing, to set you up for your comeback, to set you up for the day that you come back to be and be your better person. Better, stronger, wiser. So that's why we say it's Good Friday. It's Good Friday there, and it's Good Friday for you. Oh Lord, Pastor Osborne. Let me get out of here. Pastor Osborne on here, and so, but it's a good day for you. Everything looks bad. Everybody says it's bad. From every allowance, from every observation, it's bad news. But the difference is, for us, thank you, Bernice, from all the way, all the way from Washington State. I'm saying that the good news is though everybody says your situation is bad. They don't know that's not how the story ends. And that's not how your story ends. Your better is coming. Your better days ahead. No, Pastor Osborne is my friend. I gotta get up out of here because, now Pastor Osborne come up and preach up in here for real. So, but anyway, I appreciate you all so much. Glad to have you. Thank you for joining us. We will see you on Monday at 7 o'clock p.m. Monday at 7 o'clock p.m. for Motivational Mondays, Juveniles, and the Law. Thank you for being who you are to me. Thank you for being who you are to each other. If you have not gotten the shot, go ahead and get the shot. In the meantime, wash your hands, watch your distance, and most importantly, wear a mask. God bless you all, and thank you so much. We'll be together soon. Bye-bye.